Back now on Base Sunday, they are the cornerstones of our communities. They are teachers, and the city of Oakland wants to make sure it takes care of their own. That's why they have partnered up with TTO, Teach Tomorrow Oakland, a support system for the teachers to help them with obstacles across the board, from financial aid to tutoring, whatever it takes to help the teachers provide a better education for the diverse Oakland school system. And here from TTO is Dr. Rachelle Rogers-Ard. How are you?
Hi, how are you? Thanks for having me.
Well, we were talking off camera about this, but tell our viewers about TTO. What is it all about?
Yes, Teach Tomorrow in Oakland is a partnership between that began with Mayor Dellum's administration and the Oakland Unified School District, designed to recruit, retain local, permanent, diverse teachers. And we really want Oakland folks to support Oakland's children. So our tagline is like Oakland's people for Oakland's classrooms.
And you've been with the program for 4 years, right?
Yes.
And it's successful because you were turning over teachers in the Oakland school system how often?
Yes, about every 2 years, because our recruitment was outsourced to national partners. There wasn't really a commitment to Oakland's classrooms. Folks would come in and teach, but then they would
So you get a teacher
again.
that would come into the high school, teach for a couple of years, and off they go.
They're gone.
And the kids invest that time. They've got a teacher they love and respect, and then someone else comes in.
But not only that, teaching is a practice. And so this notion that one can be really great at teaching after about 6 to 18 months is flawed.
Yeah.
I taught for 10 years, and I'm still teaching, but I'm teaching adults, and I'm learning every single time. So even though there is an unspoken notion that if you're just smart enough to pass a couple of tests, you can become really good in 6 months, that's a flawed notion.
No, it takes time. Any
takes
job
time.
takes time.
Exactly.
Especially, and it's kind of a tough situation there.
Definitely.
Right now. And since TTO has taken over, what is the turnaround rate with those teachers that you bring in through that?
Right, since again, we're still new,
right.
But with our 46 teachers, we have a 90% retention rate, and we're excited. And I really think that retention is linked to recruitment. And so because we are recruiting folks who are from the community, they have their homes there, their families are there, and they're highly invested in the community already, they're not as likely to leave.
What are some of the tough things facing teachers in the Oakland School Department?
Yeah, in any urban school district, really. Number one, of course, is working conditions. I've had teachers who have gone into their classrooms. They needed basic supplies, right? Paper, pen, pencils. Budgets are cut. Resources are low, and so there are some working conditions that can be challenging. We want to fill that gap for teachers, so we want to be able to offer teachers whatever they need around support in their classrooms. But even before that, there are all these barriers associated with becoming a teacher.
Yeah.
Numerous teacher tests that have to be taken, and fingerprinting and enrollment and credential classes.
Crazy. I mean,
it's crazy.
It is, and you're losing good people because, you know, my wife is a teacher. Her father was superintendent of schools of a town in Massachusetts. Her brother's a teacher. Her sister's a teacher. There's, you know, they're the pillar of our society.
Definitely.
You know, raising
definitely.
the next generation. But a lot of people say, you know, there's too much red tape. There's too much shenanigans. I'm moving on, and I want more money.
Well, yeah, so the money is one issue, but I believe, and it hasn't been a huge issue for those, again, who are already in Oakland. For one thing, Oakland has a great benefits package that we don't really talk about a lot, and the benefit structure is not part of the salary structure as it is in other districts. So for those people for whom benefits are important, you know, like me, then it's really great that we have that additional piece. The other thing is, as with most practices, you do make more money as you continue in the practice. Right. And so we encourage all the Teach Tomorrow in Oakland prospective teachers to get their credential and their master's degree so that they can make a little bit more money. So we try and negate some of the arguments around money. But the barriers are huge, and so we try and help folks through those barriers. We help them by reimbursing their test fees, and there's lots of test fees, fingerprinting fees, tutoring to pass the teacher tests, other things that will enable folks to be more successful as they're going towards the journey of being placed and after they're placed in the classroom.
I'm not sure you threw this number up, but what is it, 90% of those that go through your program now are staying with the school,
That is correct.
You've lost, what, 3 teachers?
I've lost 3 teachers, and the other piece is we require a 5-year commitment out front. Right. So folks who are not willing to make that commitment won't even be able to apply to the program.
All right, well, we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much for having me.
TTO. Okay. If you'd like some more information about TTO, please log on to teachtomorrowinoakland.net. We'll be right back. More Base Sunday right after the break.